Welcome. Let's get started with a beginner's flow. So we'll just come, take a nice comfortable seat. Any seat you like. Legs could be folded or not. But what you want to do is make sure that you're comfortably even on your sit bones. So just rock side to side. Feel one sit bone. Feel the other sit bone. And then find that nice balance between both. Weight evenly distributed on both sides. And then once you're there, just rock back and forth. Side to side. Kind of feel your spine inside your body. And then locate the base of your spine where it meets your hip socket. And then start to stack your spine vertebrae by vertebrae on top of each other until you have a nice straight back. Go ahead and take a big inhale. Raise your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, let them fall down. Nice and natural, nice and calm, nice and easy. And then while you're here, just take a moment to notice your breath. See how you're breathing. Is your belly swelling on the inhale? Is your chest opening up? Just find those little subtle questions on how you're breathing, how it's feeling, any sensations that are happening as you inhale, as you exhale. So you want to be an observer of your breath, really. You want to just witness what's happening as you engage in this pretty much reflexive activity called breathing. Now you start to incorporate a little movement, a little intention in your breath. So go ahead and exhale everything out. Now start to inhale and count. Hold it when you get to 5. And hold that breath for 5 seconds. And then exhale everything out. And go ahead and inhale again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold that breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let that breath go. And during a normal routine and practice, you'll be doing that calming breath for a cycle of anywhere from 10 to 15 reps, whatever feels comfortable, whatever you have time for. Now, because we started that breath, and because our breath is open to us, let's start to incorporate some movement to that breath. So I want you to exhale all the air out, get it out. And then inhale, raise your arms out to the sides and up, and look up between your hands at the peak of the inhale. And exhale, let those hands drop right down by the sides. Inhale, raise the arms up. Once again, look up. Exhale, let the hands fall down by your sides. And one more time, inhale all the way up, look up. And on the exhale, let your left hand go towards your right knee. Bring that right hand behind you. And then you're going to inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, turn that chin over towards the right shoulder. And just keep breathing in, exhaling out. Breathing in, lengthening, exhaling out, twisting a little deeper. And go ahead and exhale everything out. And inhale, raise both arms back up overhead. And on the exhale, right hand, left knee. Left hand goes behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turn that chin out towards the left shoulder. And then again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. And then inhale, sweep both arms up, look up. And exhale, let this right hand drop down to the right side, palm facing down. Inhale, stretch those left fingers all the way up to the ceiling. And then exhale, bend that right elbow, reach the fingers over towards the right side of the room. Keep pressing that left sit bone down so your hips stay even, and reach those fingers up. Maybe you look up, maybe you let your head relax down, but you want to keep pressing that left sit bone down into the mat and stretching out that left side body. And inhaling new air into those tight spaces. And then when you're ready, press into that right palm. Inhale, come back up to center. Let that left hand drop down. Inhale, reach that right arm up. Press that right sit bone down. Bend the left elbow. Reach those right fingertips over to the left side of the room. Keep pressing the sit bones down and reaching that finger straight. And take a couple of breaths here. Breathing into that open right chest cavity. Your rib cage is nice and extended. You want to get some new oxygen, new circulation in there. Press into that left hand. Inhale, back up. Let the right hand fall down. Then bring the hands to your knees and inhale your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, pull your shoulder blades back, let them touch. And then relax everything down. One more time. Inhale, reach the shoulders up towards the ears. Pull those shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, relax them down. And then we'll make some nice circles here. Lead with your chest. Small circles. Nice and easy. Try to keep both sit bones down on the mat. So you might have to engage your core a little. We're exhaling back and inhaling forward. We'll go in the opposite direction. Exhaling back, inhaling forward. And then make your way back to center. We'll slide over into tabletop. So tabletop, plant the hands, come down on the knees. Be sure that your body's properly aligned. So you want your shoulder, elbows, and wrists all in one straight line. You want to spread your fingers wide. Middle fingers are facing the top of the mat. And then you want to check with your hips and your knees, make sure they're in alignment. So hips directly over your knee. So nice straight line. And you want to pull that navel in and tuck the tailbone under slightly so your back is nice and straight. So the next move is going to be called cat-cow. So we're going to go into the cow where you drop the belly, lift the hips up and back, lift the nose up towards the ceiling on the inhale. And then exhale, tuck that chin in towards the chest, pull the navel in towards the spine. Really arch the back and press into the ground with your shins and your palms and exhale all the air out. And then inhale, reverse that. Exhale. This is the cat. This is the cow. Exhale everything out. Inhale, let in some nice fresh new air. Exhale, let everything out. And then we'll inhale, come back to center. I want you to walk your hands one handprint in front. And then reach your hips down towards your ankles. Come into a nice child's pose here. You can let your forehead touch the mat and then roll it side to side. Shake your head no. And roll it back and forth. Shake your head yes. And then relax the hips back down as much as they can go. And then spider walk your fingers forward until your elbows and your wrists come up off the mat. And then walk your hands over to the right side of the mat. Let your torso come over your right thigh. And bring your left hand on top of your right and relax everything down. Really stretch into that left side body for 1, for 2, for 3. Exhale everything out. Walk your hands over towards the left side. Bring that right hand over the left. Your torso is over your left thigh. And inhale into that right side body. For 1, for 2, for 3. Take a big inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back to center. And then walk your hands back towards your body. Come up into a nice tabletop position. Walk the hands one handprint in front again. Tuck the toes under. And then lift the hips up and back. Come into your downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, you want your fingers spread wide in the same way they were in that tabletop position. You want your biceps right by the ears, and relax the head, relax the neck, relax the face. Feet are about hips width distance apart. Doesn't matter if your heels aren't touching the mat. Bend the knees slightly. Lengthen out that back. Reach those hips back into space. And then start to walk the heels out. Up and down. Up and down. Walk your dogs. And then you can go ahead and drop one knee down. Come back up. Drop the other knee down. Come back up. And then lift both heels up as high as you can on the toes. Reach the hips up and back. And then exhale, let those heels come down towards the mat. Inhale, lift both heels up as high as you can. Exhale, let the heels come back towards the mat. One more time, we'll add a movement. Inhale, lift both heels, lift the hips up and back. Pull the navel in towards the spine and slowly roll forward. Bring your shoulders up over your elbows and wrists. Come into plank pose. And this is how you know you have a good distance, is when you can reach back in downward dog. Come forward into plank, and you don't have to adjust. So bend the knees, press back, lift up into downward dog, and then lift the heels, come all the way forward, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, into plank, press back, lift up into downward dog, inhale, slowly, slowly, slowly. And then last time, bend both knees, press back into downward dog. And then here I want you to lift both heels, bend both knees, look forward in between your hands, and just take micro baby steps all the way up to the hands. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Knees could be bent. And when you get to the top, go ahead and inhale into a flat back. So we'll bring our hands to our shins. Press the hips back, tuck the chin in towards the chest. You want a nice straight back, nice and lengthened. Try to bring the hips up over the ankles. And then exhale, let everything down. Grab opposite elbows. Bring your forehead to touch your forearms. And then have a bend in the knees and just rock side to side. Give a nice sway. Just relax in the lower back. Coming side to side. Follow your breath. And we'll come back to center. We'll relax our hands down. We'll bend both knees. Let our torso touch our thighs. Relax the head and the neck. Then lift the hips up towards the ceiling. And follow the momentum. Coming up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and easy. Slow as you can. Head, neck are the last things to come up. Once you're here, you're in your nice standing posture. Open the palms out to the front of the room. Really engage the thighs so you feel your knees pulling upward towards the hips. So the thighs are nice and engaged. Our toes are spread wide, pressing down into the mat. So we have a nice solid foundation. You can tighten the glutes a little bit. Tuck the tailbone under. Pull the navel in towards the spine so your abs are a little bit conducted. Open those palms out wide to the front of the room. And then inhale the arms out and up. Look up in between your hands. And on the exhale, swan dive forward. Bend at the waist. Let everything come down. Inhale into that nice flat back we just did. And then exhale, forward fold. We'll plant the palms down. We'll slide this left leg as far back as we can go. We'll drop that left knee down, untuck the left toes, and reach that right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Look up. And exhale, drop that right hand back down. Tuck the toes under, lift the left knee up, and slide the right leg back, coming into downward facing dog. And we'll walk that dog out. And we'll reach this left leg back into space, kick that heel out, try to get a nice straight line. And then pull that left knee in towards the nose, in towards the forehead. Drop the foot in between the hands. And drop that right knee down, untuck the toes. And we'll go towards the other side. Reach that left arm all the way up, look up. And exhale, bring that hand back down. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee up off the mat, slide the left leg back. We're here in this position. Hold it for 3, for 2, for 1. Start to move the shoulders forward from this plank position, bend into the elbows, come down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Press the hips up and back, come into downward facing dog. And we'll hold here for 3 breaths, nice and easy, nice and slow. And then go ahead and lift both heels all the way up. Bend the knees slightly. Bring the gaze in between your hands. And slowly walk forward, forward, forward. Coming into a forward fold and inhale into a flat back. Exhale into a forward fold one more time. And then reach the arms outward. Inhale all the way up to standing. Look up. Exhale, swan dive all the way back down. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step that left leg back. Heel stays up this time. Engage the left thigh, press into that right foot, and then inhale both arms all the way up. So in this high lunge position, make sure that right knee is directly over the ankles. Turn the pinkies in towards each other and really lengthen up in the side body. Look up in between those hands. Hold, engage that left thigh for 3, for 2, for 1. Frame that right foot. Slide the right foot back to meet the left. We're here in this position. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Lean forward in your plank. Bend the elbows down. Come into chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale that left leg up and back. Pull the knee in towards the nose or forehead. Drop it in between your hands. Stay up on these right toes. And then inhale both arms up. Again, reach that right heel back, engage the right thigh, press into the left foot, turn the pinkies in towards each other, extend the side body up, hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Go ahead and frame that left foot, step that right foot up to meet the left, inhale, flat back, exhale, forward fold, reverse the swan dive all the way up to standing, look up, exhale, hands down the center line, come up on those right toes, and then I want you to swing that right foot towards the back of your mat. Turn both toes in, both heels out. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Thumbs are pressed up against the base of your spine. We'll pull the knuckles down towards the mat. Open the chest up, look up on the inhale. Exhale, hinge at the waist and bring the arms up and overhead. Keep pressing the palms together. Relax the head, relax the neck. Keep the elbows as straight as you can. Hold here for 3, 2, for 1. Release the hands, let them drop down to the mat. Inhale up to a nice flat back. And then walk the fingers back until they're in line with the arches of your feet. Pull the elbows towards each other. And then bend the elbows, come into a deep forward fold. Keep squeezing the elbows towards each other and hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring the hands to your waist. Inhale, come all the way up. And then open the palms out to the front of the room. Inhale, reach both arms up, look up. Exhale, swan dive down. Drop that left hand in line with fingers in line with the toes. Press into the mat. Reach the right arm up. Look up. Switch sides. Right hand comes down. Press into the mat. Inhale that left arm up. Look up. Left hand comes down. Take an inhale. Come into a flat back. Exhale, forward fold, and walk those hands over towards the right leg. And we'll give here a hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Take an inhale. Exhale, walk those hands over to the left side of the mat. Hold here for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale. Exhale, walk the hands back forward. Bring the hands to your waist one more time. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Turn those left toes back towards the front of the mat and step that right foot up to meet the left. We'll inhale, reach both arms up, look up. Drop that right hand down to the right side of your right thigh. Inhale, lift the left fingers up as high as you can get them. And then kick that left hip out towards the left wall. Reach the left hands over towards the right side of the room. Side stretch. Inhale that right arm up. Interlace the fingers. Pull the knuckles towards the right side of the room and hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale up to standing. Let that left hand drop towards the left thigh. Inhale, reach those right fingers all the way up and kick the right thigh out to the right side. Reach the right fingers over to the left wall. Inhale the left arm up, interlace the fingers, reach the knuckles out to the left wall. Kick that right thigh out for 3, 2, 1. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, swan dive down towards the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left leg back. Step the right leg back. Drop both knees down. Untuck the toes. Walk them towards the body. Come up, get ready for camel hero's pose. We'll grab these Hands, spread the fingers wide across the base of your spine. Pull the elbows in towards you. Press the hips forward, forward, forward. Pull the elbows towards each other and open up the chest towards the ceiling. Let the head fall back in between the shoulder blades and hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale back up to standing. Drop the hands down. Come back into tabletop position. We'll reach the hips back for child's pose one more time. This time reach the hands back, palms faced up towards the ceiling, and we'll relax everything here. 3, 2, 1. Slide the hands back up to the top. Press into the palms. Come up to tabletop. We'll cross our ankles over towards each other. Walk the hands towards the body. Come into a nice seated pose. Let's kick those feet out. So engage the toes. Flex them towards the body. Kick the heel out. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Come up into a nice and straight back posture. Engage the thighs, press the knees down towards the mat. And inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Lead with the chest down towards the thighs. And once you start to feel your back start to curve, relax everything down. Keep engaging the feet. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the hands towards the body. Come up. Slide your hips forward. Come on to the soles of your feet. Wrap those hands around the knees or behind the thighs. Slowly make your way down onto your back. And then check to see if the fingers can just about graze the heels. Make sure your feet are hips width distance apart. Tuck that chin in, lengthen the back of the neck. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, press into the heels, lift those hips up towards the ceiling. If you want to interlace your fingers underneath you and come up more onto the triceps and shoulders, go ahead. But keep squeezing the thighs together. Engage the glutes, keep lifting the hips up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the grip of your hands. Slowly come down vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale both knees in towards the chest. Go ahead and give them a hug. Rock side to side if you like. And come back to center. Slide those hands to the outer edges of the feet. Pull the kneecaps in towards your armpits and side ribs. And then lift the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. We'll come into happy baby here. And then again, rock side to side. Massaging out that back. And then we'll pull the left heel in towards the glute. Kick that right heel out. And pull the right heel in towards the glute. Kick that left heel out. And come back to center. We'll release the grip of our hands. Kick both feet up towards the ceiling. Extend that left leg out along the mat. Open the arms wide, palms facing up. And reach this right foot over the left side body. Extending out, then turn the gaze out past these right fingertips. Relaxing everything, looking out beyond the fingertips for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, kick that right leg up. Bring the left leg up to meet the right. And then drop the right leg down. Kick that left heel up towards the ceiling and reach the left foot over the right side body. Bring your gaze out beyond those left fingertips. Relax everything and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up to center. Lift the right leg up to meet the left. Bend both knees. Give them a nice hug. Roll up to seated. 3, 2, 1. Roll back. Lift the forehead up to meet the knees. Bring them as close to your forehead to your knees as you can and hold. Squeeze every muscle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax everything out. And come into a nice Shavasana, nice corpse pose. I invite you to hold this corpse pose as long as you like. Letting the body relax. Letting all the energy settle around you. Staying nice and still. Finding that calmness, finding that inner peace. And keeping it for as long as you need. So that was a nice quick flow, just to invite you to a yoga practice. Something to warm up the body, warm up the mind, get the breath in tune with the movement. If you like more, we'll continue to do more videos. Subscribe, follow. Thank you for joining. Namaste.